So we are back, and like I said, we are going to be down in our minor leagues. We're going to look at some guys. First, we're going to look at our most recent draftee, Forrest Straley, because I need to see what we have there. It's going to make some determinations on some things later on, but may take a look at Enrique Santos too. He's having a pretty good year so far. So those are the two, the double A we're going to look at, and then we're probably going to bump up to the triple A. But real quick, I have managed to, obviously edit those videos of the draft and stuff. And yeah, no, the generational left fielder, it was like a top 10 pick. And like, I remember I looked at him, and there was probably a solid like 30 to 45 seconds of me debating on whether or not to scout him. But I had the mic muted, so like, you couldn't hear any of my audio. So that's why none of it made it in. But I was really confident that I was like, this is something you kind of look at when it comes to him. Like, it's almost like a is it too good to be true? We missed out on that third baseman too, but both of them went really quick. I mean, both of them were they were picked 10 picks before we even were considered for the pick. So nothing you can do about it. But we're gonna get into some offense here, and if we have time, we'll look at some pitching. So here we go. First up in the double A's, Birmingham Barons taking on the Trash Pandas. We are going to take a look at a couple of guys here. We'll get a couple of games in. Enrique Santos up to the plate first. The other prospect we're going to look at is Forrest Rayleigh. Not a whole lot of expectations for them. They've been doing pretty good in the season so far. Nothing to really complain about. Both of them really early in their development with us. Forrest is a strong candidate to move from left field to right field. And then Enrique, I haven't decided what to do with him yet. Kind of playing with the idea of maybe moving him off of third base. But this is really just to get a look at what we got brewing down with the Barons. Possibly some guys that might move up to AAA. We don't know yet. But we got a couple guys in AAA that we definitely want to get a look at before we do September call-ups. But Enrique and Forrest both pretty much the majority of the offense for the Barons thus far in the season. As Forrest barely getting the 1-1 pitch here.
2-1.
It's going to be low. He's got really good vision at the plate. We just need to work on his contact, I think. Like, he just needs to put it all together, and then he's going to be a strong candidate. Beautiful hit down the left field line, though. Possibly a double for him. And yeah, he's going to get that double. So, Forrest Braley starting our episode off here, or our showcase off with a nice little double. Takes us to the third, as we're only showing these two pitcher there getting some serious love. Enrique Santos, that was definitely not a strike, but top of the third. We'll probably move through these couple of games real quick, as it's only two players that I really feel are worth showing at the AA level. As he fouls off. 0-2 pitch now. See if Enrique can get on base for us in the episode.
What you got?
I was going to say he didn't go all the way around. 1-2 pitch now.
2-2.
And he watches the high fastball go away. Another really good player at the plate. I do question if we don't get some development out of him defensively. I just don't see how viable it's going to be for him to stay at third base. He's a very strong candidate to move to first, potentially. But, I mean, he's still early in his development, so I don't want to make that move from third to first just yet, I don't think. I want to kind of see how he develops over the next season or two. But Forrest, for sure, I mean, with Prado in left field, I think it's just going to be more viable with him to move to right field, especially with Braden Montgomery and Brandon Shelley at center. It's going to be better if he moves to right field. We're going to let him finish the season probably at left field, and then move him on to right field in the offseason. Possibly leave him in Double A for that transition, so I don't know that he makes the bump to Triple A. It really is going to depend on what we got roster wise. You know, whether or not I move him up to Triple A. Same with Enrique. Whether or not he finds himself in Triple A is going to be heavily dependent upon, you know, what we have at the position. I know we just drafted some guys, but you know, they were all pitchers, so strong possibility of a lot of our Double A pitchers to bump up to Triple A as needed, because there's a strong possibility Lou and Ryan Beach both make, you know, the Major League roster. Have to see how spring training goes, and I don't know that we'll actually show anything for spring training. Top of the 5th now, Birmingham Barons have a 2-0 lead. Not a whole lot of offense from Santos and Braley. I know Braley's 1 for 2 on the days, you know, 3rd time at the bat. But I was expecting a little bit more pop at the plate from both these guys. Not really seeing it here.
0-1.
You know, we're in August, so now's the time you want to impress me.
No, that's a foul ball.
Of course, you're going to chop one foul there. But, I mean, I feel like we're going to have to give them at least one more game. I feel like I need to see more. Hopefully this isn't a situation where they just do better in sim than they do when we watch. Enrique Santos gets bailed out there. He will reach first on an error. Bad throw from 3rd base as he sends it into the outfield, where arguably Santos should have hit it. But now we got Forrest Braley up. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 1 out in the inning. And he's going to go foul on his 1st hit. This one might be in the bag. Trash batters don't usually give us a whole lot of trouble with the Barons.
0-2.
But Braley really not showing me a whole lot at the plate right now. He's going to chop it to 1st. So he's going to hit it to a double play. Not the best look for Forrest. Top of the 8th, bases loaded, 2 outs. Enrique Santos up. Strong chance for him to get that, you know, grand slam, or maybe just, you know, get an RBI. Your batting average has dropped from a 292 down to a 288 in this one game. He sends one foul right over the bullpen. 0-2 pitch for Santos. Let's see what they deliver. Wisely watches it go by. They can't get him to chase on the outside cheese. It's going to be very upset if Santos doesn't get a hit here, especially considering the season he's had to this point.
2-2.
Watches another outside pitch go by, making the count 2-2. Pitch delivered, and we're going to chop it to 2nd. It's going to be an easy out, so ground out for Santos. Brings us to the top of the 9th of this game. Forrest Braley leading off.
That's a ball.
And he's only had 1 hit on the day. So of the 2 batters, 4 plate appearances apiece and only 1 hit. 1 hit and 1 error. So not making a strong case for us to come back and get another look later in this series. Have to watch them develop, I guess, before we, you know, come back and view this again, because this is just not good as Forrest Braley goes down looking. But it would not matter, and the Barons would win 4-0. Next game up, same 2 players. This time it's going to be against the Lookouts, and we are going to be at Rickwood Field, very historical stadium in Birmingham. Enrique is going to watch that 1st strike go by. Average back up to a 292 for this series. Maybe we'll actually get to see some offense out of him this go around. Sends one foul. So we're already behind the count, 0-2. let's see if we can start the game with a little pop. Instead of a strikeout,
That's a ball.
watches the slider go
1 ball, 2
wide,
strikes the count.
showing great command at the plate. Chops one foul once again. 1-2 pitch coming. 5th pitch of the at-bat. And we're going to just ground out to second. So a very hot start for Santos. It's going to bring Forrest Braley up to the plate next. Definitely would like to see something out of him here. Get this offense started early.
Inside ball.
Just going to watch that first inside pitch. Very good for him. 7 home runs on the year for him. Tied 3rd on the Barons. More of a contact guy. That's tough. That's rough to look at. Almost got it by third base. Very nice move by the third baseman. It's going to bring us to the bottom of the 3rd. Santos back up to the plate. Starting to think that Santos just doesn't want to hit the ball when we watch. He's a sim hitter, apparently.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Already down in the count once again, 0-2. Pitch delivered,
1 ball,
and they're trying to
2
get
strikes.
a chase on the outside stuff, it seems, once again. Down 1-0 in the game.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And as much as I love watching games at Rickwood Field, it appears that we're cursed here. We always find a way to lose. Santos sends one deep left, but not deep enough. It's going to be an out for the Lookouts. Forrest Braley up now. 2 outs. Can he get on base to extend the inning and generate some offense for these Barons? First pitch
Ball, that's
delivered
off the plate.
just outside for the pitcher right there. Forrest Braley was 1-5 in his last game with an RBI. Hitting .247 on the year. Not bad for, his first season with us.
That's out.
Definitely room for growth, though. 2-1 pitch coming now to Forrest Braley.
Aye!
And he swings
2-2
right
count.
past the changeup. Tough look. 2-2 pitch now. He's going to foul that changeup off. Need to see some offense here. Forrest.
3!
And a little love from the ump there. Felt like that was not a strike, but, we'll move on to the 5th here. Santos still hitless in the episode. But, has the best batting average on the
Ball, that's
Barons.
outside.
This is kind of where you want to see some offense pick up. Hopefully Santos can be the catalyst.
Nope, that's inside.
2-1 pitch coming to Santos now. Love to see a home run from him. Instead, we're going to see a foul ball. 2-2 pitch now. And another foul ball. So we have fouled left, we have fouled right. Let's see if we can keep this one in play, Santos. He's going to send it center. It's going to get down, and Santos has his first hit of the episode. Long overdue, in my opinion. I think he should have had 2 hits in each game. Just my humble opinion. But let's see if Forrest Braley can at least advance him without getting an out.
Ball. 1-0.
Neither one of these guys really known for power right now. I think we're going to start training power in both of them, though. Possibly the upcoming season. After we get through with the 2029 year in the majors. This will be our last foray into the minors for this season, though. Everything else from this point will definitely be in the bigs. Getting a little love right there on the outside pitch. Definitely wasn't a strike. Ump needs some glasses. 1-2 pitch, and Forrest Braley goes down swinging. Bottom of the 6th, and the Barons finally get some offense, take a 2-1 lead. Bases loaded once again for Santos, but he's also got 2 outs. Need to see some really good batting prowess here, some clutch. Let's get some of these runs home. Let's not strand runners on a bases loaded situation. We're going to go down quick 0-2 in the count. Not what you want to see from Enrique. Definitely would like to see him try to get some of the early pitches.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A little bit of a wild pitch. Good block by the catcher there. No one will advance. See a smash to the outfield here, Enrique. Show me you have that ability. And he chops it to the center of the infield. Easy outs. Concludes the inning, bringing us to the bottom of the 7th, where we're going to see Forrest Braley. It's a shame we left him runs on the base. Would have liked to have seen a way better hit from Santos. 0-1 pitch coming now.
Inside, ball 1.
Very good vision right there to let that one go by. 1-1 pitch, and he's got the most awkward swing when he misses. Like, you know he's going to miss just based on how he swings. I don't understand it, but he's the only one that I've seen do that with. I don't know if it's just an animation or what.
3-2.
He's got himself a full count here. Let's see if Forrest can get into play here. He's gonna foul it out. Oh my god. So he just knocks it up. Third base just gonna move over and pick that one up in foul territory. Bottom of the 8th now. Enrique once again in a situation where he has runners in scoring position. 1-run lead for the Barons. And Santos get an RBI. No, he's gonna hit into a double play. It wouldn't matter as we win 3-2 there. And now we're moving on to our AAA. I'll take a look at Vincent Koo and Richie Guzman. Both of them strong candidates to be called up in September. Both of them absolutely killing it at the AAA level at the plate. Just extremely high batting averages. I mean, they're basically carrying the Knights, in my opinion. So, high expectations for both of them right here. Hopefully we get to see some good offense. Vincent Koo already leading us off with a single right there. Then him and Guzman hit 1 and 2 for the Knights. Obviously, I mean, they're the best batters we have. A little bit more power on the Knights, though. So, they actually have guys who can bring them in. But both of them really strong on-base guys. You see there, Richie Guzman has a 330 average and a 41 RBI, so he's really good. And Koo has incredible speed. So this is just a really good matchup, I think. So we're going to get to see a steal from Koo right here. He does make it to second base, like I said. Man has very incredible speed. As you see there, 15 stolen bases. But they're both, in my opinion, based off what I've seen, the bulk of the offense for the Knights. And they're an absolute menace at the plate. I'm sure pitchers hate going up against them, especially 1 and 2. I mean, if we just get a little bit more power out of one of them, you're talking about putting one of them in that, cleanup position. Getting some serious work there. Guzman, though, barely going to get on base. As the right fielder cannot make the diving play, and he will advance Koo to third base. 2-1 game here, bottom of the 3rd. Koo up to bat.
Ball 1.
We got a runner on first. Let's see some of that batting clutch from Koo real quick. try to advance this runner.
Ball 2.
Looks like the
2
pitcher is
balls,
afraid
no
to throw
strikes.
to him here. 2-0 pitch now. And Koo smashes one down center. It's going to stay low, but not so low that the shortstop can make a play on it. And now we have runners on first and second with Richie Guzman up to bat next. No outs so far. And he's going to first pitch hit that to left field. But we're going to load the bases. No one will advance past that. A solid single from Richie Guzman right there. It would only result in one run, though. It's going to tie it up 2-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. We find ourselves, and Vincent Koo gets a hold of one with a runner on first. And ladies and gentlemen, it is out of here. And so Vincent Koo delivers us a home run in his showcase episode. Definitely wasn't expecting that from him. Not known for his power, in my opinion. That's why he bats leadoff for us, but we will take it nonetheless. And now let's see if Richie Guzman can follow that up. And he's going to smash one low and hard to center field for a nice little single. So both of them hitting well in the episode. Bottom of the seventh now. Knights are up 4-2. Vincent Koo once again getting on base. Pretty sure he is perfect on the day. Now we're going to get Guzman back to the plate. Also perfect on the day. 3 for 3. That would be incredible if we could get both of them to have, batting 1,000 in their showcase episodes. That would be quite impressive. 3 singles, though, on the day for Guzman. See if we can get a double out of him. If he can hit a double, I'm pretty sure Koo can score. 0-1 pitch coming here. And we have hit one foul to left and right. With some significant power, too. So I feel like he can send one out. And they get him chasing. Richie Guzman will not stay perfect on the day. The Knights would win 4-2 there, but I need to see more.
Ball inside.
Love what we saw in that previous game. We're going to get another game of Vincent Koo and Richie Guzman. Koo's going to lead us off here. And he's going to start with a ground out. So,
He's out.
not the most ideal situation, you could say. But perhaps Richie Guzman, who has a really high batting average and on-base percentage. 10 home runs on the year as well. Let's get this offense started.
Ball.
Feel like they might be afraid to pitch to either one of them. Counts 1-1 now. I apologize for the pauses, but gotta drink water. And Richie Guzman is going to fly out to right field. Wasn't long before both of them will be back up, top of the second. And we got a runners in first and second. 0-1 pitch count, 2 outs. Vincent Koo at the plate. Might have the most doubles on the team to this point in the season, which is great. I'm glad to see that, especially with Richie Guzman hitting after him. And Koo is going to get one soft to the right field, and he's going to bring home a run, increasing the lead to 2-0. Puts the runner on third, so now Guzman with an opportunity to do the same.
That's a ball.
They try to get him chasing on the wide slider. He doesn't do it this time. 1-0 pitch coming for Richie Guzman here. Let's see if he can put some power behind it.
Hey!
Swings at the low
1-1.
pitch. Not what you want to see. 1-1 is the count now.
Let's go, Sox!
Let's see if Richie can get his home run. He's going to loft it to left field, but it's going to be an easy play for the outfielder. And we're going to move on to the top of the fifth. Vincent Koo back up to the plate.
0-1.
Going to take that first pitch strike right there. Sends it foul. 0-2 pitch now for Vincent Koo, so definitely not
That pitch is up.
definitely not showing the pop at the plate that they had in the previous game. I still think they're both very strong candidates to come up in September. Vincent Koo's going to go down swinging there. Richie Guzman 0 for 2 on the day. See if he can actually get a hit. Don't think a bad game here would really deter me. Gets lucky there, his first base, can't glove it. It's going to be a base hit. So Guzman finally with a hit on the day. Top of the seventh. Nursing a 1-run lead. Vincent Koo at the plate. Nobody on base. Wouldn't it be nice to get another home run from Vincent Koo? It would, but he's going to chop it to third. It's going to be an easy out for him. Richie Guzman back up to the plate now. 2 outs already. Let's see if he can keep the inning going. Didn't quite get a hold of that one. It's going to go foul. 0-1 pitch coming forward. Guzman. He's going to watch the high fastball go away. I feel like that was the one. That was your home run right there, Guzman. I think you just let it go by. He's going to sneak one by the first baseman yet again, though. Get himself another single on the day. And now, we find ourselves on top of the ninth. Last chance to probably see Guzman and Vincent Koo still nursing a 1-run lead. And Koo's just going to ground out to second base there. So the offense for this game will conclude with an at-bat from Richie Guzman. 2 for 4 on the day. If he gets on base, we will obviously be sending it beyond that. Maybe a chance to see Bo Huff, though. As Guzman's going to fly out to left field. And the manager would put in Bo Huff to close out this game, bottom of the ninth. Then I figured, why not? Go ahead and watch it. We're going to get action pitches only, though, from Bo Huff. As they get a hold of one, and they send it deep left, but doesn't have enough carry, so Bo Huff gets that first out. Bo Huff, another guy that we're thinking about possibly giving a shot in September. As he lets one go right there. So they will get a base hit off of Bo Huff. But if we bring up Bo Huff in September, obviously he's just going to have a relief role. Definitely not going to be our closer as we have Clase. But we are in desperate need of a reliever. And he is one of the two that we are considering. And Bo is going to close out the game. The Knights are going to win 2-1. Great game from these Knights. But I have not seen enough of Vincent Koo and Richie Guzman. And we are going to get one more showcasing of both of them.
That's low.
Koo up first as we start off this next game. Wisely watches that first pitch go by. Now we have the 1-0 pitch coming. Vincent Koo not going to chase those kind of pitches. They get him right there. Went around just a little too much, so they finally got him on the low pitch. And then he's going to line out to first, or ground out to first, sorry. Not what you want to see from somebody that's potentially going to get called up in September. Richie Guzman up to the plate now. And he swings hard at a high fastball, but he misses it. He has the highest OPS of anybody on the team as he sends one deep right, but sends it right to the right fielder. That was about a tongue twister right there, saying right that many times. Find ourselves in the bottom of the third here. Knights up to a 2-0 lead. Vincent Koo with the third best batting average on the Knights. It's definitely between him, Guzman, and Kevin Parada. 0-2 pitch coming for Vincent Koo here. It's a low fastball. He does not chase it. Besides, he doesn't want to go golfing today. 1-2 pitch, and we'll chop the third base, and it's going to be an easy out. And that's going to bring Guzman up to the plate. Very impressed with the season he's had at AAA. A lot of development in him. As he fouls off one there to the right. Had 7 RBIs over the past 8 games. Obviously won't get one here at this at bat. Nobody is on base because we can't hit the ball. And he chops one to second. And he's going to be an out. But now, after an explosion of offense in the fourth, Vincent Koo back up to bat here. We are up 4-0. Runner on first, 2 outs. Can Vincent Koo keep the inning alive? Looks like he might actually do it. And luckily gets there. That's going to be a base hit, if I'm not mistaken. First baseman just couldn't get a solid glove on it. Pitcher couldn't get there in time. So now we got runners on first and second, 2 outs. Richie Guzman up to bat. Watches that fastball go by. I mean, he'll chase a sweeper or a slider way out to the outside of the box, but he won't take a fastball that's right on the edge. Pretty much puts it right back in the same spot, and Guzman watches it go by yet again. I feel like they're setting him up to chase that outside wide slider that we talk about. They get a hold of one, send it to left field, but it's going to be just foul. Almost a big monster hit for Guzman. Definitely would have probably brought in both runs. Swings at that, somehow makes contact. He's going to stay alive in the at-bat.
Nope, ball 1.
Gets lucky there. I thought the ump was going to show a little love and call that one strike. 1-2 is the count for Richie Guzman now. 0 for 2 on the day. Solid opportunity to bat a runner in. And they're just going to chop it to right field. Should be light work for the outfielder, and it is. Now we come to the bottom of the 7th. Vincent Koo up to bat. Knights still winning, 4-1. Koo, though, is going to get at least a double out of this, I would think. And he does indeed. Nice hit from Vincent Koo. The double machine himself at the AAA level.
Come on, Richie. Ball 1.
Richie with an opportunity to drive the run in as he sits on second. We have 1 out. Double play is out of the question here. See if we can't get a big hit from Richie Guzman. Watches the fastball go by. Pitch count is 1-1 now. Let's see what he delivers for us. He's going to find one to the right field. Don't know. Yeah, smart move. Hold him at third. Puts the runners on the corners. And the Knights would win
4-2.
And so we've made it to September, right? And I think it's pretty obvious kind of what I'm leaning towards in September call ups. I mean, there's just two guys. It's just, I think it'd be remiss not to bring them up. I think they bring a lot to the table offensively, and they kind of give us some versatility in some areas because we are struggling in a few areas. We'll kind of go over that and kind of what I'm thinking. I still want to sleep on it a little bit. Haven't decided if I want to make a certain pitching change or not yet in our bullpen. Because I mean, we're in our final push, right? We're 4 games behind the Guardians, and I'd really like to make the playoffs. That's the goal here. It's September. Most of the team has kind of turned it around, but I'm kind of getting to a point where I feel like we need to bring up some people who can help us offensively, but also I kind of need to create some versatility for a few guys because we got some guys who are slipping hard coming into September, and it's got me a little worried. But we'll pull through for sure. But I'm gonna think about it, and on the next episode, we'll go in a little bit more depth of kind of what I've been talking about, and we'll get our September call ups done, and then we will be in the majors for September, and we will probably be doing some critical situations. Depending on who we pull up or bring up, we might be looking at some rookie debuts potentially, but we'll get all that covered in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, go White Sox.